Hello visuals and welcome to the channel. Welcome back to Superhero Wednesday, the day of the week where we like to talk about anything that's weird and beautiful and nerdy because that's the best kind of things to talk about. Whether we're doing a Lego flex or a Funko Pop collection so far or a list of some kind, or we actually haven't done a superhero list in ages, or a comic book review, that's what we do on Superhero Wednesday. And as I've just said, we're doing another comic book review, which is probably a bad time because my voice is shot to shit from the Newcastle game. Screaming my head off, and I'm about to talk about a comic book, spoiler free, and my voice is going to be really annoying, like, that's a cock, but if you are, and as well, actually, visual, I said it, you'll see it go up tomorrow, on Pokemon Thursday, there's been a lot more love, well, in terms of views. I don't know if people are staying to the end. I could check the analytics, but I'm really dumb and I don't understand life. A lot more people are, you know, we've gone from like 7, 8 views to like 20, 30 on the comic book reviews. And I'm a massive fucking moron. I really do think I do a bad job of these comic book reviews. So you're going to have to let me know if you are staying to the end and you are watching them, please, because I don't fucking know how good I'm doing. But we do have another comic book review, and we're going to give DC some love this week because we have Batman and Spawn, or Batman/Spawn, one-shot comic book. And look at that. I've got myself, there are a few different covers you can get. I got myself a nice little alternative artwork cover. You can see Batman and Spawn just chilling, doing their dark, I'm a creature of the night sort of shenanigans look. And how beautiful is that cover? How fucking amazing is that? But yeah, I thought I need to give DC some love because it's been a lot of Spider-Man reviews lately, hasn't there? I mean, obviously, Spider-Man's my guy. He will always be my guy. I'm sorry, but not sorry. But this come out, I read it. Thought it was absolutely outstanding. Fell in love. I do have the normal cover, but it's in my. You can't even see them. I can show you a bit of one. I've got my. I shouldn't really do this because I've got comics in there. Like you see, it's tense up there because I had to put the comic book box on its side. I'm surprised the lid hasn't fallen off, so I could use it as like a little rest for my notes and shit. What a fat moron I am. That's the box that's down there. That's full. This is probably only about a third full. This box. So it isn't too heavy. It was just an awkward angle. I am a strong boy. Now, as we're going to so much of a tangent, I don't even know why. Why did I even mention the comic boxes? Whatever. No, yeah, it's because I do have the standard cover of this particular comic in there. There was a few cool covers you could have, like Batman standing over Spawn as if he's just beat him in a battle, or Spawn standing over Batman as if he's just beat him in a battle. And it would be quite nice to kind of maybe collect them all because it was a really fun read. And it would be quite nice to have them all framed. But I've gone for this particular cover because not only is it textured, and that helps my weird brain, but it just looks god-awfully beautiful. And like I always say in these comic book reviews, because I don't mind making them spoiler heavy because I don't know, I highly doubt I've influenced any of you guys to go out and get the comics. The chances are either you're just sort of intrigued because of the cover or whatever, and you think, I'll have a quick listen. Or it's a comic you've read yourself and you just want to hear somebody else's thoughts and opinions on it. But I doubt I've actually... This might be glow in the dark, and I might not have realised. I think this is glow in the dark. It is glow in the dark visuals. You can kind of just about tell. I tried to hold up to the light as long as I could. It is fucking glow in the dark. Holy shit, I didn't fucking know that. God, I am so dumb. Do you know what the worst thing about that is as well? When I bought it, it would have said, you know, glow in the dark variant. And I don't know how I've not noticed that. Because I just thought it was textured. But it's textured because all the green is glow in the dark. What a fucking idiot I am. Yes, anyway, so I don't actually know if I influence anybody to go out and buy the comics. If I do that, that's awesome. I hope so. But visuals, let's talk. Batman Spawn, one shot. Don't you be eating shit down there. I don't trust you at all, dog. First of all, the first thing I'll say about this comic book is the fact that it's for me, it's Batman at, you know, one of his best in terms of, you know, an animal of the night, a demonic creature, if you will. Not in the sense of like he actually does demonic shit in here, but the fact that he stands toe by toe with a somewhat demonic creature, scowling the night, doing these epic battles, a thing with... Because obviously if this is Bruce Wayne doing stuff with Spawn, it might be a bit like, well, what the fuck is crazy? But Batman has no fear. Well, you know, the bat thing. But is willing to go toe to toe and face any sort of threat. And we have one of the best villains that ever comes from Batman, DC, comics in general. That is the Court of Owls with one of our beautiful, lovely, in fact, I'm not going to tell you, I'm going to show you because, you know, one of our lovely little talons. I just kind of told you that. We have a night, where are you at? We have a, where the fuck you at, son? I know you're in here. Ah, there he is, marching on. Just all kinds of art. That's kind of a spoiler. I tried to make a spoiler free. It doesn't always happen. But okay, the basic premise is we have this cool symmetry between the two. You know, Spawn and Batman about, you know, them losing people they loved and stuff. In particular, female figures and how it went down and all that kind of shenanigans. We get this cool intro shot of Batman kicking the fuck out of Joker, who does come into play again later. And we get this nice little symmetry between the two, but there's been a little bit of misleading in the ears of Spawn, and Spawn thinks Batman is the one that's took away his love, his mistress. That's not even his mistress, he fucking dickhead, it's his wife. And yeah, so Spawn thinks Batman's taken away his wife, and we go to Crime Alley, obviously a famous location inside of Gotham and Batman and whatnot. And there's like this spiritual line, this like weird, you know, fucking what's paranormal sort of line, because I don't want to show you because I don't want to spoiler it. Okay, fuck it, I am sorry, we're doing spoilers, I'm sorry. We get these moments because Batman rocks up there and then all of a sudden Spawn comes in, he's like, ah fuck, and he absolutely kicks the living shit out of Batman. I mean, absolutely, batters him from pillar to post. But then Spawn crosses that threshold and he becomes mortal. And Batman's like, okay, my turn. And he absolutely smashes the fuck out of Spawn. So we get this awesome, like, you've had your beating, you've had your beating. And then we have this back and forth where they're just going for ages and they're going across the line, across the line, across the line. But it's all been manipulated from the shadows in the back because there's an overall thing that's happening here. There's like a time traveling sort of thing happening behind the scenes, and there's a reason why they want these to fight, and they need Batman to be at certain, but they need certain things to happen in order for the Court of Owls to get their grand plan open and operational and going and whatnot, and they have to make them do these steps. And we get look at that for a shot, like Spawn just giving Batman one with his spikes and whatnot, and just like, you two are amazing. But then they realise that because the Spawn's like, you're human, you're not demon, and he's like, yeah, and then they find a way to at least somewhat coexist for the night to unravel this mystery and what's really. We get a little look as well at the different families of the two, and obviously Bat's family, Spawn's family, and whatnot. Fucking amazing. I just fucking love the look of Spawn. He's so fucking sexy. These cool little bits, you know, we're at the Batcave and all the kind of shit, and we get this lovely, just gruesome look at Spawn and, you know, at Joker, and then the lovely little team up sort of, you know, that's ready to execute this plan moment. And they have, with our lovely Talon Assassin, they have this fucking lovely, I say lovely, it's a battle, fight at the end in Arkham Asylum of all places. Of course, these two had to end up at Arkham, but again, it was all sort of manipulated. It had to sort of go down this way because of the plan of the Court of Owls and whatnot. And Spawn, again, has these moments where he becomes normal, human and whatnot, against the Talon Assassin. And we get a nice little ending where should I say that bit, though? Because I want to spoil it. I want you guys to read it. I'm flicking through now. It's fucking amazing. Because it's planned precise, we get, throughout the comic, we get like 19 minutes until, 9 minutes left, 10 minutes left, 3 minutes left and whatnot. But we get a nice little cool shock. Do you know who that is? You should know that. You Batman fans will know who that is. It's just a cool little, they're Arkham style. They look out the window like, oh, hey. We do actually get an ending that's sort of, because as far as I'm aware, it's a one-shot, but I could actually be wrong. Because if I didn't even read the fact that, it was a glow in the dark, I've probably missed that. But yeah, so, right, come on, Dan, get your head in the game, review this comic. Absolutely amazing, nitty gritty, in the heart of the night story with a certain amount of time on the hands of, you know, both sides, Batman and Spawn, to try and, you know, do the good guy stuff, and the Court of Owls to get their bad guy shenanigans done. We're on a time limit here. All right, saggy dog. And it's somewhat edgy of your seat reading, like, oh, okay, what's going on here? We get the whole spiritual balance. We get a great dialogue between Spawn and Batman where Spawn's arguing, you know, let's say you couldn't do what I do and all this kind of stuff, you know, because you're merely human and whatnot. And Batman's like, that's the reason why I could maybe do it. I've seen people with superpowers and shit. And to me, that's sometimes been their downfall because of the powers, because they are more than human. It's my human side that allows me to do this stuff and whatnot. And they're basically on the opposite sides of the same fence. And you get this nice little look at both perspectives and, you know, both points of view and whatnot, and you can, I maybe agree with Spawn, I maybe agree with Batman and whatnot, but it really highlights what makes each of these characters who they are, and I fucking appreciated that for so much. Absolutely outstanding. The artwork in this is fucking gorgeous. Spawn, and, you know, seeing him in his more twisted, demonic ways, seeing Joker how he was, the Batman, you know, the brutal fight between the two, the blood everywhere, hitting each other as hard as they can, and the back and forward that the fight had, because like I said, when Spawn first swooped in, I was like, oh shit, he's fucked him up here. Turn the page. Wait, hang on a sec, you cross that line, he becomes merely human again, and oh my god, it's all kicking off. Thinking back now, Batman's fucking him up. It was proper me. I was probably like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Absolutely fucking outstanding. There's probably one or two things maybe I've missed or overlooked. I have only read it once. I will be reading it again because I'm a fucking dum-dum, and sometimes I can overlook shit and miss stuff. I'm just trying to have a quick skim and be like, should I point anything else out? But it was such a nitty-gritty story. It was a great Bat story. It was a great Spawn story. Again, pretty sure it's a one-shot. I maybe should have done my research. But it could be a continuation and a spin-off afterwards. I will definitely be plugging into what happens after this anyway with either of them. There is actually a new comic of Spawn out, a two-parter, I think it is. I can't remember what it's called now, but I've got part 1 ordered, and I'm going to get part 2 because I would love. It's one of the things that I don't have many of. I know I've got a smaller figure downstairs on the TV cabinet, but I'd love a big statue of Spawn. Yeah, because my Spawn's one of the, it's one of the fucking diggy ones. You know what I mean. You don't know what I mean, because I don't know what I'm trying to say. Big, lovely Spawn statue. In fact, some sort of statue like this would be great if you could set it up and have like Batman swinging in and whatnot. Just fucking amazing. But that was Batman Spawn. What a fucking amazing read. Hopefully I've sold it enough, and hopefully I've talked about enough. And if anybody else has read this and I've overlooked anything, feel free to correct me on anything in the comments below, or what I may or may not have done, because like I said, big dum-dum, just want to see superheroes and supervillains go pow 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 pow. Visuals, like I always do, I give it a rating at the end, and of course I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. It barely gets anything less than a 10 out of 10 because I am super duper Mr. Optimistic, and I can't help it. I just love shit, and it's all fun. But visuals, go check this comic book out if you possibly can. Try to go Canadian then, I don't know why. More importantly, thank you for listening to another butched comic book review by me with my horrible voice, where I say spoiler free. Wasn't really spoiler free, but I still put in the title spoiler free because I'm a dickhead. But thank you so much for watching visuals. Thank you for the increased view count. Either that's just people are intrigued. I guess we'll see how this performs, because if the same sort of numbers hits, people must like it, and we can carry on. We can go back to actual Comic Book Wednesday as well, maybe, but you know, all the new comic books I get on the Wednesdays and shit. But visuals, thank you so much for watching. You guys literally rest, boys, keep being you and keep on web slinging out. I didn't even do the web slinging there. Web slinging out.